going on, Dragon Ball Z fans? UnrealEntGaming here today, bringing you some news, information, updates, and predictions surrounding the upcoming 2015 Dragon Ball Z movie entitled Revival of F, Frieza's Resurrection. Welcome to the March of the Gods, the countdown to Revival of F. Today's theory and topic, everybody, we are going to discuss the possibility of introducing a fusion within the film. Now, of course, everybody here knows that Akira Toriyama bases his work on, unpredictability. He likes to go based off of things that you will not see coming, and of course, this has been something that I thought about for quite some time now. Now, what if by some chance Akira Toriyama were to introduce Gogeta in the film? Now, of course, he is the most simplistic fusion to introduce because it does not require any sort of, item for them to fuse, such as the Batara earrings, of course. The Metamorph fusion is the easiest thing to pretty much undergo. So what if by some chance Akira Toriyama decides to introduce Gogeta? How exactly would Gogeta play a factor in this film? Now, my theory is this: perhaps maybe Akira Toriyama hints that he's going to introduce a power higher than what was shown in Battle of Gods, that being Super Saiyan God Goku retaining his abilities after his battle with Beerus. Now, we all know that Golden Frieza will be in the film, but we don't necessarily know how strong he actually is. We get to see in the film that the strongest character by far is Whis. We saw when Whis was able to train with Goku and Vegeta, he pointed out their flaws. He pointed out, how they're supposed to fight and how not to use their emotions during a fight and whatnot. So he pretty much dictated to both Goku and Vegeta how they're supposed to fight, and he demonstrated to each individual what their weak spots were, and he pretty much showcased that. So with that new training in mind, they're obviously going to go into their fight with Frieza much more knowledgeable than before. But what if that necessarily doesn't work? Because everybody in this film expects Vegeta to be the hero. I mean, obviously it makes sense. Vegeta was taken away from his father when he was a boy. He became a slave. He watched his planet be destroyed. He saw the one person that he pretty much held a grudge against his entire life become a Super Saiyan right before his eyes, and when he resurrected from his grave, he saw Frieza, the very man that pretty much ruined his life, combat this legendary Super Saiyan, which happened to be Goku. So what if it's not Vegeta? Let's say, for example, what if Akira Toriyama is expecting us to expect that Vegeta is supposed to be the guy that's going to win? What if it's not Vegeta? What if by some chance Vegeta does go on ahead and fight Frieza after Goku and he loses as well? What if Goku and Vegeta both fail against Golden Frieza, proving how powerful he is? What if it's Goku that recommends fusion with Vegeta? Or what if it's Vegeta that recommends to go fuse with Goku? Now, I know what a lot of you guys may be thinking right now. Wait, there's no way Vegeta would ever fuse with Goku. There's no way that, Vegeta would ever want to even recommend fusion with Goku. Well, first of all, if you're combating an enemy that you both have an equal hatred towards, why not just put aside everything? In which they did in the Kid Buu saga towards the end of the final episode, when Goku and Vegeta finally put everything, to the side and, work together for once to actually defeat him. What if that's the moment that we've been looking for the entire time? Vegeta and Goku just come to the point where they're like, wow, even our training with the gods still wasn't enough to beat this guy. We need a higher power. We need to combine our powers to finally put an end to this monster. So what if in the end we get to see Golden Frieza combat Gogeta? Now, depending on which Gogeta we're talking about here, it could actually vary from regular Gogeta for the first time seeing him to Super Saiyan Gogeta, or perhaps maybe, this is a wild theory here, perhaps maybe we'll get to see Golden Frieza versus Super Saiyan God Gogeta. That right there would be very critical, because we all know that Vegeta will have a higher ascendance in the film. We don't know what the form actually is. There have been many articles online suggesting that it's a different version of Super Saiyan God, that it's a 4th level beyond Super Saiyan 3. So we don't really know what it is as of this point right now, but what's very interesting to note is if we're all expecting Vegeta to be the hero, and if we're all expecting Goku to be the hero, perhaps maybe Akira Toriyama might swerve this off a little bit and make them both the hero by combining and introducing Gogeta once again. We've all wanted to see different variations of Gogeta over the years, Super Saiyan 3, Super Saiyan God. Be that as it may, we don't even get to see Super Saiyan Goku or Super Saiyan Vegeta in this film, which is very interesting, because what if Whis was the one that limited both Goku and Vegeta from transforming because he wanted to see how they would fare off in their regular forms? Be that as they fail in their regular forms, either Goku and Vegeta look at each other and suggest fusion, because they know they can't keep continuing this, because if they continue, they will ultimately perish. Now, Golden Frieza, some people might say, oh well, Golden Frieza might be more powerful than Beerus, Golden Frieza might be more powerful than Whis, and I honestly really doubt that Golden Frieza would far surpass Whis, although Beerus is a very interesting thing thing because we don't really know where he will stand with Beerus. We don't know if Golden Frieza will encounter and fight Beerus or not, but we all know that he is definitely going to fight the Saiyans, and we get to see Goku get beat down. There have been a lot of articles suggesting that when Vegeta fights him, Vegeta's going to have a hard time as well. But what if by some chance they both lose, and knowing that Beerus and Whis are not going to intervene, they have to fuse? That would be very interesting as well. I mean, because how many of you guys out there would actually expect to see that? You know, I mean, Akira Toriyama does things based off of your expectations. If you expect Goku to win, he'll do the opposite. If you guys expect Vegeta to win, he'll do the opposite. So this guy tends to do things on correlation on the opposite of what you guys would actually believe. So Gogeta being introduced in the film would actually be a really cool thing because we haven't seen him since Fusion Reborn. We haven't seen him since he fought Janemba. And no, we're not counting Dragon Ball GT because I know how a lot of you guys out there are going to bring that up, and that's going to start a whole bunch of, you know, controversy between GT being canon and GT's Gogeta being having the original design by Akira Toriyama and stuff like that. So GT does not count at this point right now, but what would be cool is if they actually introduced him in the series, because we saw what happened when Goku and Vegeta fused using the Potara earrings, making Vegito canon in the series, but we never really saw, you know, a canon Gogeta because the film wasn't necessarily labeled as being canon. So for the first time ever, we could have a canon film featuring Gogeta combat one of the most powerful beings in the universe, that being Frieza, the overlord of the galaxy, finally coming back and having a 5th transformation, possibly even higher than Beerus. So why not have a Super Saiyan God Gogeta having to have the opportunity to combat this dude? Now, necessarily, you don't have to have Gogeta win right off the bat, because I know a lot of people might say, oh, well, if they introduce Gogeta, it wouldn't be fair, the fight will be over before you even know it. Not necessarily. What if they introduce Gogeta, and Gogeta actually gets his butt kicked, like in the first, like, you know, half of the movie? For example, Gogeta arrives, Gogeta fights, and Golden Frieza is able to beat him down until Gogeta finds a further transformation than what he actually has currently. Or they can do a complete swerve and have Gogeta finally be a part of the Dragon Ball canon series, have him fight Frieza and lose. Because how many people out there would actually want to see Gogeta, and they're going to sit there and they're going to say, oh, well, we all know what's going to happen, Gogeta's going to fight him and win. But what if Gogeta's introduced as a Super Saiyan, goes in there, fights Golden Frieza, and Golden Frieza beats him out of his fusion? Now, I know some people will say, well, that's highly unlikely because, you know, Gogeta's power is additionally added with Goku's and Vegeta's power, but I mean, essentially, you could still have either Goku or Vegeta, particularly Vegeta, be the hero in this, because, for example, what if Goku fights Golden Frieza, loses, Vegeta fights Golden Frieza, loses, Goku and Vegeta fuse into Gogeta, Gogeta fights Golden Frieza, loses, they both get separated, Goku gets down for the count, gets Death Beam through the heart, and now Vegeta looks upon Goku and he's like, alright, Kakarot, it's just me now. I'm going to be the one that's going to try to fight off Frieza by myself. Therefore, as he fights Frieza, he finds a further transformation even higher than what Goku had in Battle of Gods, and then finally defeats Frieza. So, I mean, they could still introduce Gogeta. He doesn't necessarily have to be the winner. He doesn't necessarily have to be the heroic hero that stands up in the end and just walks off. Gogeta could lose. Why not have a fusion lose? I mean, how many times have we seen a fusion lose before? Once, and that was with Gotenks. Gotenks lost against Hirudegarh, even though it's not canon though, but if you want to talk canon, fine. Gotenks lost against, you know, Beerus. So why not have, you know, another fusion potentially lose, you know, showcasing the power of a person that doesn't have to use fusion to fight, you know what I'm saying, that being Frieza. So, but I mean, that's my theory. I mean, Gogeta could still make his way in the film. They could make him canon, even though he exists in a non-canon film, which is, you know, Fusion Reborn. Even though he exists in a non-canon series, which is Dragon Ball GT, they could still acknowledge him as being relevant because he is in the games, he is featured, like, you know, all over, so why not have him, you know, be a part of the canon universe for once? But, let me know what you guys think of Gogeta being in the film. Not Vegeta, of course, only Gogeta, because Gogeta has the most simplistic way of combining both Goku and Vegeta without requiring any earrings and whatnot. So, let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think it's possible? Do you guys think that, if somehow Gogeta were to fight Frieza, he would lose? Do you guys see him losing, or do you guys think Gogeta would win? Let me know in the comment section below, guys. Once again, thank you all for watching. My name is UnrealEntGaming. If you guys are fans, don't forget to subscribe for all the latest news, information, and updates surrounding Dragon Ball Z. If you guys enjoyed the episode, don't forget to smash that like button, especially if you guys are excited about the film, because we're about, what, 2 weeks away? And let me know what you guys think, because Gogeta could play a factor. Again, he doesn't necessarily have to win. He could win if Akira Toriyama allows him to. Even though this is just a theory, guys, like I said, this is not confirmation. The theory of Gogeta being in the film is actually really interesting because we haven't seen Goku or Vegeta combine their powers like that in such a long time, and when they needed to, they actually had a legitimate reason to combine their powers, that being with Super Buu, because Super Buu was way too strong. He had the combined powers of Gotenks, Piccolo, Ultimate Gohan, and Majin Buu in his body, so that right there required a power level far beyond what they had at the time. And then we had Janemba, who was a character that was very relentless, very fast, maniacal, and he was able to beat down Super Saiyan 3 Goku, almost killed him for that matter. So they needed to increase their power for the time being, even though one is uncanny from the other. It still makes for interesting debate and conversation because we all have been wanting to see another fusion for such a long time. So why not have that opportunity to see Gogeta firsthand for the first time combat Frieza in this film? So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you guys think it'll happen? Do you guys think it won't happen? Do you guys feel as if Gogeta is not going to make an appearance ever due to Akira Toriyama's work? But let me know, guys, because this is very interesting. I mean, having Gogeta appear would be really awesome because he could actually make an appearance and then Frieza can be like, oh, well, the monkeys have combined, I see. Well, you know, like he can just make a very snarky comment and then the battle can actually begin. So let me know what you guys think. Thank you all for watching. Stay tuned for more because there's going to be a lot more headed your way. I hope you all enjoyed. Stay tuned for more, guys, and I'll be seeing you all later. Take it easy, everybody. Peace.